Who has power over me? What has power over me? And you have to claim your power back. And how do you claim your power back? You have to take life serious. How do you claim your power back? You got to actually want it back. How do you claim your power back? You got to look in the mirror and understand that you lost it. First off, we got to start off by showing y'all the merch, man. We got the merch here. The hoodie says purpose driven, the beanie purpose driven, and on the back, right? 1% better each day. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that? 1% better each day on the back. Okay? 1% better each day. We got different hoodies with different quotes and different everything. So y'all check the we got different colors, man. Got this one in blue. Can't wait to wear that one. We got different color beanies. We got a black one. We got all type of stuff. So I'm just excited to officially say that the merch is officially out. Some of y'all copped early, but I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm gonna be wearing this a lot, and I love for y'all to get your hands on it too. So let's hop right in the video, man. The reason why a lot of us can't succeed in life is because we don't know how to starve the flesh. We keep feeding the flesh. You have to understand that the flesh is this human body that doesn't quite understand your deeper purpose. It doesn't quite understand what the spirit needs. It doesn't quite understand what the soul needs. I'll give y'all an example. A lot of us, we rather sit down and watch TV all day long instead of getting up and putting in the work, doing what we know is hard. See, our eyes want to stay fixated on the TV screen, or our eyes want to stay fixated on our phone. But eventually we got to put these things away, and we have to focus on our real life. If we don't starve the flesh, what's going to happen is we're going to become a slave to our taste buds. We're going to become a slave to ourselves. We're not going to be locked in. We're not going to be disciplined, and we're not going to win. There's no way we can win if we're not showing up doing the work that we need to do. If we're not showing up and putting the work in for this grind. If we're not showing up and doing the things we need to do for a better life. And the thing that keeps stopping people is the fact that they don't know how to control their urges. They don't know how to control the temptation, right? A lot of people aren't practicing semen retention. If you don't know what that is, that's something that us guys, we do, right? We hold on to our seed. That's why our skin starts to glow. Plus T. Hanley. That's why we start to look good. We start to glow. We start to have more energy. We start to have more life force. We're not fooled by temptation. We're not controlled by our urges. And if we slip up, we get right back up. Right? Because nobody's perfect. But we're in this journey of doing the things that we need to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, are we just going to eat all day? Or are we going to starve the flesh so we can learn that certain things need to be sacrificed in order for us to elevate? Sometimes you got to go hungry in order to teach the body a lesson and let the body know that the mind controls this. I control this, not you. I know you hungry, but we're not going to eat right now. Let's go another hour. A lot of y'all want to defeat lust. A lot of y'all want to control your sexual urges. You cannot control your sexual urges if you don't control the urge to eat. If you don't control your hunger. You can't control your life if you can't control your sexual urges. If you can't control your hunger. It all goes back to self-control. As men, we have to practice self-control as human beings, right? To the women watching, or anybody that's watching right now. Self-control is a necessity when it comes to reaching levels of success. You have to have some form of self-control. If you don't have self-control, then you have to ask yourself, what's controlling me? If I'm not controlling myself, that's all self-control is, controlling oneself. Hey, if I'm not controlling myself, then what's controlling me? That's a question that you got to ask yourself. And the truth is, TVs are controlling a lot of people. The truth is, music is controlling people. They keep listening to music. They can't stop. They keep eating food. They can't stop. Food is controlling people. And a lot of people are becoming slaves to their taste buds. A lot of people are controlled. They're not taking their power back. It's time for you to take your power back. You got to look at that pizza and say, hey, man, you're not serving me. You're not bringing me to where I want to go. You got to look at your phone sometimes and say, hey, you're not serving me, man. We got Batman on there. You know, we got the Batman wallpaper on there, man. You got to look at your phone sometimes and say, hey, bro, you're not serving me. You're not helping me. You're not helping me get to the goals that I need to reach. I got to put you away. I got to put you away. You're not helping me. Sometimes you got to look at that, the lustful images, right? The lustful images, the lustful imagery, the lustful videos. Sometimes you got to look at that and say, you know what, man, you're not helping me get to where I want to go. Because that's what this is all about. If lust was a helpful way to help us reach our goals, then that's something that we could be doing all the time. But nothing easy is ever good. And everything that glitters definitely ain't gold. True gold, it ain't gonna glitter. You gotta just dig it from the ground. You know how they used to dig for gold, and they still do, underneath all that dirt. It's hard work to find gold. How foolish of us to think on the surface level something's glittering and it's shiny, that's gold. And we could just go ahead and pick it up and use it. But no, the truth is, you got to dig for that gold. The truth is, you got to earn fulfillment. You got to earn that gold. You got to earn that feeling that you get when you did everything you needed to do. That feeling that you get when you weren't a slave to your taste buds. So you start taking your diet serious. You start taking the gym serious. That feeling that you get when you practicing celibacy or semen retention, and you're holding on to your life force, and you're allowing that to drive you further in life, to carry you further in life to where you want to go. Those things, bro, doing those things, starving the flesh and allowing life to see that, okay, he's giving it his absolute all. Allowing God to see he's giving it his absolute all. He's starving the flesh. When you starve the flesh, you get closer to your higher self. You get closer to your better self. You get closer to God. You get closer to who he wants you to be. You get closer to who he knows you can be. You get closer to who you know you can be. But we know what it is, guys. We just keep doing the same things over and over and over and over again. You got to take self-control. Self-control is going to take you further than falling for lust and temptation ever could, than eating that food that don't serve you ever could. Don't you want to look good? Don't you want people to look at you and say, man, he's taking care of himself? That's a king right there. Hey, he's locked in. I'm inspired by that. That's a king right there. It's not about ego. It's not about being better than nobody, but it's real, recognizing real. But when you're not holding on to your seed, and when you keep falling for temptation, and when you don't have control over your lust, when you don't have control over your urges, when you don't have control over your meals, when you don't have control over what you put in your mouth, bro, food. You control what you eat. Nobody else. When you can't do that, when you're not in control, people can tell when other things are controlling you. When you start to gain that weight and your health starts to decline. Of course, man, I want to pray for people that's going through stuff like that. They in the hospital because they can't breathe, because they gain so much weight. Ain't nobody shaming nobody over here. We got love and respect for everybody. But what does that say about yourself? It means that you let yourself go. And maybe you do need therapy. Maybe you went through something traumatic. Maybe you do need to heal something on the inside. But the truth is, it all goes back down to self-control. You're in control, and a lot of people are not in control of their life. So my question is, where has your power went? You need to ask yourself that right now. You need to ask yourself, where did my power go? Where did my power go? You have to ask yourself that. Hey, where did my power go? Where did my power go? Where did my power go? Who has power over me? What has power over me? And you have to claim your power back. And how do you claim your power back? You have to take life serious. How do you claim your power back? You got to actually want it back. How do you claim your power back? You got to look in the mirror and understand that you lost it. You have to admit that you lost it. You have to admit that you don't have this under control, that you haven't been doing the things that you need to do, that you haven't been locked in, that you haven't been purpose driven. Again, go ahead, cop you a hoodie. But don't just copy you a hoodie because you like the hoodie. Copy you a hoodie because you mean it. Copy you a hoodie because you truly trying to get 1% better each day. That's what this has to be about. It's about getting 1% better each day. It's about locking in on the things that matters. Right? It's about locking in on the things that matters. I love y'all, man. Like, y'all got to understand, I truly love y'all. And I know that you can reach your full potential. But again, you have to be purpose driven and you have to understand what that means. Purpose driven is not just the name of the channel. Purpose driven is a lifestyle. That's why the channel is not, it don't have my name on it. Right? Y'all know my name. A lot of y'all know my name. My name's right up here. That's my ad. That's my social media and stuff like that. But it's not just about me. It's about us. It's a community. It's a lifestyle. It's purpose driven, the purpose driven way. It means not quitting. It means when you fall down 7 times, you get back up. It means taking life serious. It means starving the flesh. Sometimes you gotta fast. Fasting can do a lot for you. Fasting can teach you so much. Fasting can show you so much. It shows you who's really in control. You just have to know that you can control your urges, man. So I'm not telling you to fast for a week. You know, you need to eat food, man. Like I want y'all to eat. I want you to be healthy. I don't want you to fast for a week and turn into skull and bones because you heard it from me. Oh, Maul told me to, Maul told me to fast. Yeah, I told you to fast, but I'm telling you to fast for just skip a meal. See what that feels like. To control your body, to have self-control. To let your body know who's in the driver's seat. Being purpose driven means you're in the driver's seat of your own life, that you are controlling this. It ain't no self-driving car, man. It's like, man, it's my whip. I'm running this, bro. I'm turning. I'm switching lanes. Me. Ain't no self-driving car. We just in the car. Self-driving. Lust has control over me. Self-driving. Every time I see pizza, it has control over me. Every time I see that food, that I just can't. Whew. Self-driving. My family keep telling me what to do. I'm not going after my goals and dreams because they want me to do this instead. Self-driving. The car is self-driving. Self-driving. Who's really in charge of your life? You got to be in charge of your life. That's what it means to be purpose driven. If you're not purpose driven, it means that you're not locked in for real. It means that somebody else has control over your life. Why would you want that? Why would you want other people to have control over your life? You get one life. This is your one life. Why would you want other things to have control over your life? Why would you not want to learn to be strong enough to let go of the vices that could be stopping you? Alcohol is stopping you. Weed is slowing you down. It's stopping you. The drug abuse is stopping you. At a certain point, enough has to be enough, and you have to say, yo, I don't want to do that all the time, man. I got to eliminate some of these things. Like, some things need to be eliminated because it's actually no benefit to it. It's actually no benefit to what you're doing. It's actually no benefit to those actions. You got to be strong enough. You got to be willing enough to say, hey, ain't no benefit to this. It don't make sense. It's dumb. Let me actually do something with my life that could push me into a better direction, a more positive direction. That's what it's about. And once you take control over your life, what starts to happen, right? That's the third part. Like we spoke about what a lot of people don't have control over. And we spoke about not just what those things are, but why it's important to have control over yourself and to eliminate those things and to gain power over your urges. Now we're going to speak about the benefits of doing that. Well, your life begins to self-improve in ways that it never has before. You start to actually live the life that you've always wanted to live and do the things that you always wanted to do. You start to feel this energy that you never had before, this energy to fulfill your purpose. You have a reason to wake up every day and give it your absolute all, but you have to lock in. Not only do you have to lock in, you have to understand the privilege that it is to even have a chance to get 1% better each day. And if you're not taking that seriously, then you're not really going to understand the point of this conversation. The point of this conversation is for you to get your power back, for you to take your life more serious. And that's when you truly start to live. Because now you're doing the habits that's necessary for you to live a better quality life. But you got to control those urges. You got to. You can't let that control you. Because I know you want to see growth. I know you want to see a better life for yourself. I know you want to win. All of that requires you to really give it your all. All of that requires you to control those urges, to control those vices. You got to be the one in the driver's seat. So hop in the driver's seat today, man. Okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Again, man, go get your merch, man. It'll be the first link in the description. Go get your merch. We're purpose driven. I absolutely want to see you win, man. Keep being purpose driven. Keep locking in. Peace.